Hey, everybody. Well, I'm back. I still don't have a new laptop. I've been missing because my laptop just died on me, and I didn't want to get it fixed again because I figured there was something inside broken, and I really didn't have the money to to actually fix it, So I'm going to mute for a minute, but I will be right back. I'm going to mute the mic for a minute, but if anybody's out there, anybody is listening, whatever, I am back and I am going to do this live. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I haven't been on StreamYard. For one thing, it got uh, a little expensive, but I do like it. So I subscribed to the advanced plan, but who knows? I may go back to just the plain plan, not the advanced plan. I'm not sure yet, but they gave me a trial period from today until Saturday. So I'm going to see if I like it. But I will be using StreamYard. I like StreamYard's format. I just may be using the free plan to see how things go. If things go well, and you know, I am. But so it's 7-Eleven. So I don't know if anyone is here yet. But the title, um, as you may see it, is why as blacks we must unite. Because, okay, we had an election, and this is just my take on it. If anybody comes up and wants to leave a comment on it, feel free to do. I'm always open to people coming up and talking about things. But this is my opinion of why I feel blacks, Hispanics, Asians, we all should unite against Donald Trump. And, yes, a lot of brown people voted for Donald Trump. And in reality, they voted against their own people also. But I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to Donald Trump because Donald Trump is off the damn chain. He's off the chain. Yes, he is. You know, he is just doing all kinds of stuff. He's literally tearing the country apart. At first, I didn't believe that he was going to be so reckless as to take us into World War III, which, in case people don't know it, if it happens, will be a nuclear war. it will be the end of the world. But I have faith that I have faith and I believe that it's not the end of democracy, but it is the end of our our progress. And by our, I mean by Black people's progress, because he is dismantling everything in that pertains to civil rights. He has just signed an abortion, a federal ban on birth control. I just saw that before I came online, but I said I wasn't gonna, you know, postpone this because I don't know when I'll get another chance to do it. But we are under attack. Black people are under attack. The main issue is to destroy blacks. And I must tell everyone I'm on my iPad, so the functions that I had on my laptop to bring up things and show people how uh, uh, who's who and do it. Donald Trump is not the architect of this, but it is Stephen Miller, his personal aide. Look up the name Stephen Miller, who is his personal aide. He is part of Project 2025, and this and Donald Trump's are all there. All of Project 2025, the dismantling of the civil rights movement, firing federal employees who aren't loyal to their agenda. We have got a bunch of illiterate, unqualified people running this country. We don't see a black face in there. And for all of you MAGA nuts, black MAGA nuts who voted for this man, he has shown you who he is, and you still believe in him. People like Byron Donaldson, I guess that's his name. I always get his name mixed up, but you know who he is. He literally called Trump daddy. With that, I said, we are done. We are done. As a people, if this is what the black man has come to, kissing um, his oppressor's butt and calling him daddy, we got a whole lot of work to do. We have a whole lot of work to do. This morning, I was able to. I caught V. Bennett's live, and he was talking about if you get a chance to catch it, do that because he was talking about Roland Martin, you know, and he's talking about the Michael Pope. I can't say his last name, but he's a lawyer that works with the Minus Touch Network. Those are two good networks that are that you know who are pro democracy. Also, in shorts, connect with Tabitha with politics. No, the name of it is Politics with Tabitha. She's great. There's only one little thing and that I disagree with her about, and this is what inspired me to do this live. It's She was saying that we tried to tell y'all we're going to sit back and do nothing. I felt the same way too, because we're the 92%. I'm part of the 92%, and I felt the same way to the Hispanics who literally voted for Trump. But excuse me, you have to excuse me if my voice sounds I have raspy. I have a cold. It's not your it's not your phone, your iPad, or whatever, or your computer. It's it's me because I have a head cold. But anyway, she said that as blacks we should sit back. They weren't with us, and I understand her frustration because I was very frustrated also. But listen, every time I turn around, there's something that this man has done, is doing, not has done, is doing. I thought he couldn't go any lower than wanting to deny birthright citizenship to people, you know. And my thing with that birthright citizenship thing, then you need to deport your son. Your son needs to, and his mother needs to be deported because they're foreign entities. He didn't come here illegally. He's birthright citizen. I mean, this is crazy. You can't make this stuff up. This is like a bad this is like a bad dream that won't end. People, as a country, as a nation, as a democracy, we are in big, big trouble. When is someone going to step up and put this man out of office? I have noticed, and I don't watch Trump much, but I forget what I was watching, and Trump, the thing with birthright citizenship, even J.D. Vance, he had a look. Are you really saying this? Are you going to rewrite the Constitution? That is, he is literally trying to destroy the Constitution. And no one, especially Republicans, has the nerve to stand up to this man. What does he know on all these people? Jeff Bezos. I am an Amazon subscriber. I became a subscriber to Amazon when during COVID when we couldn't go out shopping. I bought all my items from there, and uh, and even now I don't have a car now, so certain heavy products because because I had breast cancer surgery, and my right arm, which is my dominant hand that I use, is pretty much useless. I can't lift heavy packages because I had a lift node removed, and when I lift heavy packages, it makes my lymph nodes go off, but that's an after effect of the surgery. It's been almost 5 years, but that's an after effect of the surgery, and it's a lifelong after effect. So I use Amazon. I really don't want to, but I do. I also Walmart. Uh, I would like to boycott Walmart, but I can't boycott Walmart because part of my health plan that I still have, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have a health plan, but that's besides the point. Uh, Everything, my pharmacy purchase and stuff, I have to go to Walmart. So, long story short, I can't boycott these two companies. I just can't boycott them. But I also feel as if no, I can't boycott them, but I can do what I have to do to rid this. Hopefully, try to rid this man before he totally destroys the country, gets us into World War III, which will be a nuclear war. To so it's really It's really, 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 it's really disgusting to me. But anyway, getting back on topic, uh, Tabitha is saying, but we're going to sit this one out. No, I love everything she does, but this one point of sitting this mess out with Donald Trump and she's reporting on it. She's very good at what she does, but the part about us sitting about out what he's doing with the birthright citizenship. Now he's even took the abortion ban and left it to the states to make it. Then he said he was going to leave it to the states. But guess what he did? Look these things up. I'm telling you, because like I said, I wish I had I wish I had actually had my computer to use. I would go and literally show you things he's doing. He signed an executive order outlawing abortions, federally funded abortions, and birth control. And birth control. Do you hear what I'm saying? And birth control. You can't get an abortion and you can't get birth control. What the hell is going on? We cannot stand by and let this man, let this convicted felon, 34 count convicted felons, who people say he's not a felon. Uh, duh. He was found guilty, you know, and anyway, I just get so upset when I hear it. People are not, people are, people are. That's what I'm saying. People are just, uh, I don't know. But what I'm saying, go and look seriously at all of the things he has signed. It's all over YouTube. He's happily sitting there signing, not making no policies, not discussing nothing. Pete Hegseth, they confirmed him. Of course, spineless Mike Johnson was the confirming vote, was the deciding vote to confirm it. That little spikeless whip needs to go. Everybody needs to go. They are. Pat Bondi, she's going to investigate the Biden administration. Oh, by the way, if anybody out there has insulin and was happy that Joe Biden capped the insulin cost of insulin to $35 per month, guess what? He rescinded that. You're back to paying the abnormal fee. Fine. I know in the 1960s when I was growing up, my mother was spending $125 a month on insulin products. And I can just imagine what it is now. I too get I have some medications that I take that that under different tiers the government paid for certain ones. They weren't like major ones, and I probably can afford to pay them myself if uh, if need be. But I'm waiting for those to be to not being free anymore, to be a paid tier. The billionaires have taken over, and Elon Musk, this man has said that federal employees should go back to work uh, at home. Uh, Something about at home employees working at home don't aren't doing their work. And this coming from a man who has never did an ounce of damn work in his life. And I didn't know nothing about Elon Musk until he started. coming into this, coming in, you know, until he started being friends. This, I still can't, it's speech, I'm speechless on it. How can this man who was not elected be in the White House making policies, setting standards for people to come back to work? First of all, he wasn't elected, so that amazes me. That right there is some crooked mess to me. Okay, that there, and then he sits there and makes it. And this man has made the Nazi salute. Why are people not speaking? And especially Democrats. I'm a registered Democrat. I've been registered since I was old enough to vote. My family was Democratic. Always was voted Democrat, my whole family. Father's side, mother's side. But I am currently thinking about switching to being independent. Democrats, we've got to put people in, younger people in. Stop holding on the old uh, ideas. And Joe Biden thought he could uh, reach compromises with these Republicans, but these are not the Republicans that I watched and listened to in my house when elections came because my parents listened to them. These are not the same Republicans as Everett Dirks and as George Romney, who was a conservative. Mitt Romney's father was a conservative. I remember that. I remember Jacob Javits was a Republican. These are a different breed of um, Republicans. These are not even Republicans. I wouldn't even disgrace the honor of those Republicans because these are actually right wing, ultra racist. Enrique Ter- Terrio, that Proud Boy guy, uh, he hates black people. He kind of looks like somebody in my family, but hey, that's a whole nother story right there. These Proud Boys and him pardoning the worst of the worst of the 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 insurrectionists because that's what they were. And and Donald Trump wants you to erase it like it never happened. But one thing about it, we have videos, and you know, we have videos, and it will go down in history. It's already in history, and there's nothing he can do to stop that. The Proud Boys are. There's an article in and you can type it in. Uh, it happened in Indiana this weekend. A young black lady was at a gas station and she was pumping gas. There was something wrong with the gas pump, and in different states, because I live in New Jersey, and in New Jersey, it's against the law to pump your own gas. If you get out the car and pump your own gas, you will get in trouble. You cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. So, uh, but she was in Indiana and she was pumping, and a black girl. A man literally got out of his trunk, put a gun to her head, and everybody told her to drive off. But she later explained the reason why she did drive off is because she was afraid he would follow her and he would shoot her, and nobody would know what happened to her. So she stayed there. He got arrested, and you know, he got arrested and they both went to court, and he claims she pulled the gun on him first, but there's a videotape of it and it doesn't show her doing that. She did have a gun, but she decided to put it back in the car because he was an elderly man. He was 59 years old. And she said she couldn't bring herself to shoot an older man. And she put it back in the car. So look at this. I'm saying that to say this, that this is only the beginning. They are going to attack us. They are going to attack us on the economic level and on the physical level. They are going to attack us. They are trying to kill us. They are trying to obliterate us and only want us back. And as this picture you can see in the corner, that's a picture of a lady, a black lady in 1938 in Mississippi. This is what MAGA what means when it says "Make America Great Again." Put us back, put us, and when I say us, I mean black people, back into this kind of objective poverty, to live in these shacks and be sharecroppers and have nothing. Black people have made so much stride. They can't stand to see us have nice houses, live in nice houses, have nice cars, and whatever. You know, they can't. They can't see that. So I'm uh this is what they want to take us to, and how I don't understand why 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 black people would follow this man. This is what we're up against. Nobody, it seems like nobody is doing anything to stop this man. This man is just he is just crazy. When are they going to stop him? When? Tell me, when are they going to stop him? But getting back to Tabitha, this is why I say Hispanics people. ICE has been in my city, in New Jersey. It went to Newark, New Jersey, which is 30 minutes away from me. I live in Patterson, New Jersey. ICE has been, they collected up a group of men because they had no ID. Now, it's not saying they're here illegally. It's just that they didn't have the proper ID or no ID. You know, they are allowed to go into churches, and the Hispanic people don't see it. I'm a citizen. I was born here. They can't touch me. They don't understand. People need to, we need to get out, and Democrats need to speak more. Just people in general need to speak more of what this man is doing. So now they're going to go into schools and stuff, churches. And we only have one hospital in our town. It's a Catholic hospital. And New Jersey, hospitals all over the state of New Jersey have said that all patients will be treated regardless of their immigration status. They had said Governor Phil Murphy has uh, has ordered state police no one to to just question. You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I can't explain it. I'm so I'm so mad with this. People, we have got to unite together, all of us, white, black, Jewish, uh, Hispanic, you know, we have got to unite to fight this menace. This man is a madman. I won't even say, I don't even, and the person who is calling the shots and making all these asinine racial racial policies that don't make a damn sense is Stephen Miller. Go Google Stephen Miller. Very racist. He almost he almost looks like he might be learning disabled to its extent. He might be on the spectrum. If you hear him talk, he does a lot of interviews on Fox News, of course. You know, I haven't watched uh, I haven't watched any TV since the inauguration. I am so tired of seeing uh, CNN and now MSNBC, which I watched all the time, and CBS and NBC. Uh, they cow down to Donald Trump. What the hell does Donald Trump know on these people that they have got such a hold on it? Why are these people um, following Donald Trump? Jeff Bezos, uh, the Waltons, the people like the Waltons, and people also. Since I mentioned the Waltons and Walmarts, as Black people, as people in general, we should support uh, places like Costco's. The some far right group sent out letters to shareholders asking them to dismantle their DEI programs because they were sending into that. And to me, I don't know. You can go and look it up. It's called Costco. Defines anti DEI requests, something to that effect. But it will pop up as soon as you see it. And anyway, to me, it seems like a threat. If they ask the shareholders to denounce DEI hiring, and the shareholders rejected it, and and they rejected it wholeheartedly, and they told them that the diversity of their hiring and the people who come in to their store was brought about the let me get this straight, the the rise in their income, the rise in their money, the money they made for the year was due to the diversity of their workforce, their hires, and they welcome diversity because it has made them the company that they are. And that's what they meant, because they pay a decent salary, and you know, they pay a decent salary, and they were not going to do away with DEI hiring. In other words, the whoever this conservative group is, they were asking them to do away with DE hiring. In other words, don't hire blacks. You hire too many blacks. You hire too many Hispanics. In other words, they want us to starve and give all the jobs to white guys. Tell me. That's what it comes down to. You know how they say we don't. You know how they used to say we don't hire niggas here. That's what they used to say. See, I grew up around a lot of older people who were who came up from the South. My parents, my grandparents, they left the South during the during Herbert Hoover's reign, during the Depression, and I used to hear the stories. I used to hear all the stories. I was young when Emmett Till was killed, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it. We lived near churches, and people would go to the churches and give them money when they lynched, uh, when they murdered Emmett Till. So I heard all the stories, and I heard the older people talking about it. So, you know, so I know what this is leading to. I know what it is. And he this is the one that really got me. I think her name is Linda McMahon. She's Ed, not Ed McMahon, the guy that Vince McMahon. That's his name, Vince McMahon. McMahon. She's his wife, and he made her head of the Department of Education. And I'm like, what? This woman is under investigation for knowing that female wrestlers and things uh were being abused. She's under some kind of investigation. I mean, this woman has nothing in education. I thought when he put Betsy DeVoe in when he was going to make her the head of education, I thought she was a terrible choice. But geez, Linda McMahon knows nothing about education, has nothing to do with education. She's under investigation about some sexual activity that went on with the WE, and nothing's done. People filed suit against her, you know, and uh, they they won't. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's so much, and I can't really say it. I can't really say it all because I can't remember exactly what it is because there's so much for my brain to absorb. It's overloaded. You ever seen a wet sponge when it gets wet? It's so wet that it drips. When it comes out the water, you have to squeeze it out. That's what this is. It's so much. So again, we as black people, white people, brown people, and people who believe in democracy and don't want to see all of this backward stuff and this hate mongering, these proud boys are going to start trouble. Trump, I saw this in an article. I read this in an article, and and I listened to it where they said Trump let them out. He's going to get them to do his dirty work, and then he is going to say, "I didn't tell them to do that." In the black community, we call that in the black community we call that throwing a rock and hiding your hand. He's putting them out there to go against any citizen who does not follow him. He is using them. They are going to attack us, citizens who don't believe in Trump's agenda. They are going to hurt us. He is pitting American citizens against American citizens. They have always said there was going to be a civil war, a second civil war. And I think it's going to happen, and it's going to happen between the Proud Boys and regular Americans. But I will say this to all these people, these MAGA people who think it's going to be easy, they can intimidate black people. We are not the generation of our parents, of our grandparents, of our ancestors. We will fight to the end, but it shouldn't have to be that way. And people like Tariq Nasheed, who is founder of the F of Foundational Black American Movement, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. There's no such thing as a foundational Black American. That's something. He's a scammer. Tariq Nasheed is a scammer. Look him up. He's a scammer. Always has been a scammer, along with the so-called community. You know, he has an agenda. It looks like somebody is in here. I don't know who it is because whoever you are, if write a comment or something because I'm on my iPad and I cannot see who comes up and who's in. But anyway, I know somebody there. Grand rising to you. I was just going to say it might be my friend Andrea. Yeah, this I'm kind of going like cuckoo. I'm kind of going cuckoo here. Yeah, I'm on my iPad, and I hate being on my iPad because I can't. It's probably a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out yet, and I you know, and I'm doing it. But I was talking about, you can rewind it later. I was kind of all over the place of why we must unite against this because Trump is out to get us all. He literally, you know, is taking away everything. And I was telling them about Costco's the letter that they're at the letter that the CEO shared at his shareholders meeting where some conservative group sent a letter asking them why would they uh, risk continuing their DEI program. In other words, to me, it sounded like a threat. It sounded like a threat. We're going to come after you if you do. Why would why won't you do it? Because Costco's rejected it, the board rejected it, and they showed it, and because the CEO was man enough to say that he believed that because of the diversity in his hiring practices and the people who shop with him were the cause of their exponential uh, uh, what's the word I want to use? Growth in income, growth in money for the year was directly related to the diversity in hiring practices. In other words, in simple words, he said, "Hell no, we're not doing it," and that was the end of that. So we'll see. He's not buying into that nonsense. So they're sticking, even though the original founder's father of who founded it is it I don't know if he's dead, but he isn't in control anymore like he was. They're still going to hold on to the DEI. So these are things we need to support. And I was also talking about politics by Tabitha. um, she uh, she, I follow her. She's good. She comes with the hard facts about the stupid stuff Donald Trump and the MAGAs do. But, uh, but says, as black people, we should sit this one out and not join in with with the Hispanics because they voted against. But what I found out from Anna Navarro, who is on The View, and she's a Cuban American, and I found out by listening to her that the people who told the Spanish people to vote, the immigrants to vote for Kamala Harris, the Hispanic immigrants, are Cuban. They don't, she was upset because she said, "How could you do that? And you voted against your own people." And how quickly they forgot, if they have forgotten, that they too were once immigrants. And I do remember when the Cuban population was the immigrant, was the Hispanic immigrant who came here. My mother was friendly with the gentleman who owned the restaurant to a church right across the street from a church we went to on Sunday. And she would go in and get her paper. We would just have some coffee or something. And, the family would sit there and we would eat. And My mother was kind of like me. She kind of liked to talk to people and said, you know. So, in other words, you came here, you made yourself rich, and now you don't want others to come. It's crazy. And a lot of them came here illegally because I remember, if you remember, Cuba is only 90 miles from the Florida shores from the United States. You know, doesn't take long to get here. And they are. So I was talking about all of that stuff. I'm trying to carry up everything in because I really don't know how this thing is going to work on on with me using this StreamYard because I'm not going to pay for the advanced thing if I can't uh, do the things that I want to do because I might as well take the free one until I get until I get my laptop. I'm like my laptop. I'm just sit there. But did you hear the latest, Andrea, that now he's put a mandate, something about no birth control and uh, no abortions and no birth control. So now they telling you what to do with your doo-doo-doo. You get my drift. Now they telling you what you can do with yours, with your VJ. That's what I see it as. I'm like, this is a bad nightmare that won't end. My God, Will, when is this? When is somebody going to stand up to this man? I don't even think I could take him 2 years. This is going to be a long freaking 4 years. My God, if we have to go through this 4 years. Stephen Miller, and I told him also look up Stephen Miller. He is the one who's pushing this immigrant. He doesn't want an immigrant, and no offense to autistic children or people who have autism, but he looks like he's on this spectrum, and ain't nobody stopping him because people don't realize autistic children are very smart. They just have a glitch in their the skills, the part of the brain that you know that develop communication and personal skills with people. This one, you have to hear him talk to understand what I'm saying, but it's a whole bunch of it, and the whole damn cabinet is not qualified to be here. So we've got a bunch of we've got sexual predators, we've got butt kissers, we've got uh, billionaires, a billionaire that does a Nazi salute, that who's a foreigner. I know you aren't. I know you aren't either. But I'm just done. I've lost friendships over this because they say if you hang around with four clowns, you'll be the fifth clown. And I ain't trying to be the fifth clown. I'm not trying to do this. Because people, oh, Donald Trump, he ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do that. They keep saying he ain't gonna mess with Social Security. I said, okay, y'all keep thinking that way, but I want to fight. I want to put people, Democrat people and Republican people that got some backbone, and of course, JD Vance. Was it JD Vance or was it Mike? No, it was Mike Johnson. He decided the deciding vote on something. I said, oh God, I can see where this is going already. So I just can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. And you see that picture up in the corner of, up there where I usually have, you know, um, the banner that I used before. But that's a picture from 1938, Mississippi. That's where the hell Donald Trump wants black people to go back to. And you got these damn idiots that still want to follow him. you know. So and my point of this video is black people, we cannot sit by and let Donald Trump get away with doing what he's doing without a damn fight, and a damn good fight at that. Okay? Because we need to stop him. Because I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to live like that the rest of my life like that. I mean, I grew up and I went to the South and I've experienced it. I had family members who were sharecroppers, and it is not pretty. It is not pretty at all. You know, it's not pretty at all. I've been to I've used toilet, the outhouses that they had, and it was terrible. No sewer system. Kids having. I went to school with kids who came up, whose families were sharecroppers, and they left the South and they came up north to looking for better jobs, and they've had ringworms, they've had hookworms, they've had tape, everything, all kinds of disease. They were malnourished. They were everything. I grew up around there. I didn't experience it. I never lived down south, but I went to the south because I had relatives in the south. I've seen the I've seen the sharecropper shacks. I've I've seen it all. I've seen it all as far as the stuff they do. Not going to school, and most of the black people that I know, the older black people, had never been to school. And when I was younger, um, my grandmother's friends would come by and I would read for them. And I would read, my grandmother would get me to read for them, and they were so excited. Oh, she knows how to read. Then I didn't understand, but now I do. You got Vince McMahon's wife, uh, the head who was the head of the WEE or some kind of mess, but it ain't had a damn thing to do with education, and she's the head of the education department. It's like he just giving away a bag of candy on Halloween, just giving this stuff to the dumbest people in America. These dummies. And the black people are falling for it left and right. Oh, he's going to give us a stimulus check. I said, Lord, here we go again with that mess. That man ain't giving no black people nothing but a hard damn time. That's all he plans on giving black folks. And Spanish folk, he just plan on taking all y'all back if y'all look like you Spanish. I told my grandkids they have Hispanic friends, and I told my grandkids, I said, y'all better be careful and just go with them. If they if they get ready to take you and stuff and put you all in the mix and stuff, because this is crazy. This is crazy. But like I said, I'm going to hopefully by next month. By the end of next month, I will have me a laptop so I can show people what I'm talking about, how crooked and how low life and low down, dirty, and just nasty for the hell of being nasty. Do you? And I thought, you correct me if I'm wrong, Andrea. I thought that the election was about the price. I'm gonna bring the prices down, the price of food, the price of eggs. What happened to that? What happened to that? He been in office, what, well, not quite a month yet, about 2 or 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks, maybe. But anyway, what happened to lowering the price? I went in the store. They called themselves had a special, 2 dozen of eggs for $13. I'm like, y'all fell above your damn head. I will not pay you for no $13 for no two dozen eggs when I could go to Costco's and get 3 dozens for like $8. You know, I'm not doing it. If the price of food hasn't come down, the price of food hasn't come down, and I'm by myself. And the things I like to buy, like I used to could buy fruits, vegetables, and meat and have enough. to last me 4 months and have some meat left over for the next month. Now every time I go shopping before the month is over, everything is gone. I don't buy the fruit anymore because I can't afford to buy the fruit. That's another thing. He sending all these immigrants back. Who the hell going in the fields to pick it? I want to see this one. Because I know who ain't going, who surely ain't going. I can't go and ain't going. If I could go, I ain't going. So I want to know who the hell is going to do all of that. See, people, oh, he's getting rid of the immigrants. But the immigrants are the backbone of the American agricultural industry, the farming industry in America, because they are what they are referred to as, this is not my saying, as the new niggas. They refer to the immigrants as the new niggas because they the one who pick cotton. Believe me, they they pick cotton. People don't. I don't think a lot of American people know that. Know this: cotton is still being picked, and it ain't being picked by us no more. But it's still being picked. They have a machine that picks the cotton, but yep, yep. Amnesia because they want to believe so bad every word that man says. Yep, you're absolutely right. Cotton is still, like I'm saying, cotton is still being picked because the machine, they have a machine. It's not as backbreaking as it was during my grandparents' days and my mother's days. It's not that backbreaking because the the machine picks most of it, but they leave like the bulbs. Oh God, I gotta get a new laptop soon. I wish I could get it, but you know, they so you put and there's like little thorns on it and it cuts their fingers and people have to pick it to get it all out. And it's backbreaking work, it's terrible work, and somebody's got to do it. He's killing he's killing farmers. He's killing farmers. He's you know he's not. Excuse me. Oh, and Andrea, I was telling everybody if I sound if I sound a little raspy and stuff, it's because I got a bad head cold. But I've been making promises for these videos to go live, and I haven't been going live. I said, well, I'm gonna keep this today. I'm gonna go live. So, uh, you know, I seen a farmer. He did a video that I would love to share, where he said Trump doesn't realize that he's destroying the agricultural economy. He's Some guy was picking oranges down in Florida, and he was standing to talking about this should be a $30 an hour job, and the man said that he can't pick the Orange Grove owner said he can't, the guy who was a white guy, and he said he can't pick as fast as you know the immigrants did, and he said that he paid it's some kind of visa they were given to come over here and work, and they went back home after the season was over, and they would come back, and he always had his same crew, and he paid for their visas and everything, and they were doing it, it was all right with him. But he said that you know that they're stopping the visas. That is Stephen Miller. Again, whoever hears this, well, you were going to be on there, but I'm sure maybe somebody will play it in a repeat. I don't know. But anyway, it's Stephen Miller. Look Stephen Miller up. He is a racist son of a. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get myself put out of here, off of here, or get this video taken down. But he's not right. He's not right, and that's Donald Trump's like left hand, right hand man, and it's Project 2025 in effect, full effect, and folks said it wasn't. That wasn't it. Okay, well, guess what? It's begun. It's begun. And you got these black people. I'm just so finished. I'm so finished with with black people because I'm not stupid. Ain't a damn thing in my, and I ain't stupid. I know what I see. I wear thick glasses, but I know what the hell I see, and I damn sure know what read because, and I got good comprehension skills because I've been reading since I was 4 years old. And if you gonna sit up there and say that January 6th didn't happen, that Donald Trump didn't say that, oh, he was kidding, that Elon Musk didn't make the Nazi salute. Yeah, 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 that's right. That's right. A lot of these people who are complaining, yeah, they should. They should. But hell, they should. I agree with you on that. They voted for him. A lot of them voted for him. A lot of them did it, and some of them didn't. But the sad part about the whole thing is that all of us, we didn't vote for this. We didn't vote for this. Don't blame me. Like Roland Martin got a shirt, and on the shirt, front of the shirt, it says, "Don't blame me, cause I voted for the black woman." And that's what I did. I voted for the black woman because I knew when Donald Trump first came on the scene, I knew he was a fool. Everybody in New York on the East Coast knew Donald Trump was a jackass, that he was a fool, that he ain't no good businessman. And that's something else. People say, oh, he's a businessman. He can run the country. You're running the country. You're not running a Ponzi scheme here. The country is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not for you to get there. He done put a coin, look like a 50-cent piece, with his picture on it, and he's selling it online. Every time I go to YouTube, this is what I see. I haven't watched TV since he got inaugurated. I am so damn sick and tired of seeing him, and I don't want to bust my TV up because I'm ready to throw stuff at it. I'm just about ready. My son just gave it to me for my birthday, and I'm ready to tear the TV up. I'm laughing, but girl, I am yeah. Yeah, you're right. And you're right about the farmers. And you know where the farmers? The farmers in Colorado. Because I don't know if you ever read about the guy from Colorado who has a ranch and stuff, and says he's constantly harassed about it, about having, he's a black rancher in Colorado, and he's constantly harassed by, by these people. And he says nothing is being done to help him. So we're up against a lot, but you still got people who did it. And like I spoke on the FBA, which is the Foundation of Black Americans. That there's a movement that another card. Now we got this white card artist in the, you know, in the office, and then you got the black one calling the stupid black people who don't take it out on the TV. No, I ain't. My son would never forgive me if I did that. He spent his hard-earned money for it. You know, he spent another. And hey, he got it from Walmart. What can I say? So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to boycott Walmart as much as I would love to because, right? Believe it or not, as stupid as they are, Walmart has a lot of affordable stuff that people can buy. But anyway, no, I won't take it out of the TV. I just turned the TV off, and I'm about ready to turn this. I wish I knew how to block ads on there. They say there's a way you can block them, but I haven't figured that out yet. But I'm gonna figure it out because I'm so sick of seeing a 50-cent piece pop up there that I'm not going to buy. This one, he had gold coins. Nobody bought the gold coins because one lady bought the gold coins and she bought a gold bar from him and found out it was fake. So, hey, that's what you get that's what you get. That's why he told you he likes uneducated people. He don't like nobody, white or black, if they got an education. So, They put their money in these gold bars and went to cash them in, and they told them they were fake. They weren't even gold. They were gold plated. That was kind of funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed on that one. Did you really think this man was gonna sell you a gold plated, a real piece of gold? People fall for anything. So in there. Well, I've been on here for a while, and I appreciate you coming on. It's all over the place, but because I was so overwhelmed with this stuff, and like I said, I'm going to try to figure this out to see if how I can put these different things on there without without my without being on my computer. So, like I said, I'll be doing more. I'll let you know when I do more. But I'm going to end this video, honey, because I got to get up. I see it's almost 12 o'clock. I haven't got out of bed yet. That's why you don't see my face. All right. Have a good day. I'm going to end it.